I think you probably see the problem. I've been on YouTube looking at ways to fix this. Some people are using this stuff. I call it house bondo, kind of like doing a car. And then I went into town and seen if they sold that board looked like that. And it looks like they do, so I'm going to see if I can pry this off and replace the whole board. I mean, this rot is ridiculous. It's just a matter of trim. I'm not sure why anybody would body putty or use putty in here and mess around sanding and all that when all you got to do is pull it off. But I'm sure there's instances. I don't know whether that's, I don't know. Alright, I got this all removed as I showed you. It was much easier than I thought it would be. And the only piece that's not damaged is the top one. But I took it off anyway. I'm going to replace it so that it matches the new plastic ones. So I'm going to use that as a pattern for my first cut. Normally I would probably cut the long ones first in case I screwed it up, but that way I'd have a half a piece left. But anyway, they come in 8-foot sections. These are a little over 7 feet, or not quite 7 feet, so I'll have a little bit to give. So this fits in there pretty well. So I'm going to go ahead and cut it, and screw it in there. Then I'll make the other ones fit. I'm going to try to cut it with this. I've never used this PVC before, so I may screw it up. What I'm doing right now is just checking my saw to see if it's right. It appears to be 45 degrees. 245 makes a 90. Got a little nail in here. Get away, checking it. Feels pretty good, so that's where I'm going to put it, right there. That is 45 and it is a 45. So I'm going to lay this up just like it's going to go. The wide part to the top. See? Like this. The way I want to cut it. Let me move this camera. Get a good cut on this, so I'm going to find something to block it up so it doesn't dangle on me here. Yeah. Here goes nothing, people. First time I've ever used PVC lumber. That wasn't bad at all. God, look at that. Man, that's close. It's not like that trim they made. It's all just mushy. It's just hard, man. This might work. This just might work. Now, I'm going to lay this on top with a pattern. Mark it so I don't screw up. I have a bad case of cutting them backwards. Always mark it with a pencil so that you can erase it if you don't like it. Okay, so I got to end for end this, but it's easier than changing the saw. Oh, no, it isn't either. Okay, so we're going to have to go to 45 the other way. I'll double check that one too. Not quite there yet. Okay. I'm saving the far end. Yes, I am. We'll see if it'll. Okay, I gotta decide what I'm gonna fasten this with. Okay, I've decided on using these trim screws. Get it where I can see it. Alright, here's the trim screws I'm going to use. 6 by 2 1/4 inches. I'll have to pre-drill it. Pre-drill this piece. So I'm going to go ahead and mark where I want the holes. Be nice if I could get my screws to go right into this little, right in here. But that's going to be asking for it, so I'm going to go ahead and try to shoot for this. And then I'm going to try to get screws up here. So I'm going to take my square and measure up there. It's really not that far because see where the board goes? It starts right there. So I have to go up about 1/2 inch. 1/2 inch across the bottom. And as close to the top as I can get, safely do it. So the top has already got a little groove here, so I can just go ahead and pick my spots. But this part here, I'm going to make a 1/2 inch line across the bottom, about 1/2 inch, so I can know that that's where I'm going to drill my holes. Okay, I'm trying to decide what size hole to drill, so I think this will be the size where I'm going to try it out here on the scrap tabletop. What I wanted the screw to go in, and then it will go in, see? I don't want it to hang up too much. Okay, I've settled on a drill bit. In fact, when I get done, I'm going to put that drill bit in with these screws. And now I'm going to go ahead and drill out those 6 holes on the piece. Drills very easily. I went and borrowed my wife's little driver. It's pink, but it's cool. This is a nice little driver. It's even got a little light. See? I went in to buy one. The only ones I could find were pink, and I couldn't bring myself to buy one. They came in a kit of a whole bunch of little things. But boy, they're handy for like close work like this. Now I'm just going to screw those in, not all the way, just temporarily, so I can measure my other piece. I want to be able to move it up and down if I have to, or back and forth, just to get the fitting exactly as close as I can get it. Right now I just got the 2 screws in on each end. Like I say, just to temporarily hold it. I noticed that this thing doesn't fit very well. They really put this siding on loose when they built this garage. But anyway, I may raise it up a little bit. Now I'm going to measure from the furthest tip, the highest spot, all the way down to the ground. But first I'm going to go ahead and cut that angle. That didn't take so long. Don't have any rot on the bottom. All done. Pretty good, pretty good. Never have to worry about that again. Snow gets up on there. Oh well. Nice squared off bottom. Never rot. It's easier than trying to form it out of Bondo. It costs about 35 bucks with screws and everything. So it really didn't take that long.